Kijiweni Refresh. Where the vibe.
Yo guys, what up everyone? Leo hii tuko back again to another Kijiweni podcast and we have Osse in the house. Welcome, brother.
Thank you very much, man. Asante sana.
Yeah.
Very happy to be here.
We too are so excited to have you here today in the podcast.
Thank you.
Really, really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're gonna be kicking start with our first question. First thing first.
Sure.
Who is Osse Sinare and how did your creative journey start?
My creative journey, let me start with my creative journey. My creative journey ilianza nilipokuwepo university in Malaysia.
Nice.
Nilikuwa nasoma biashara actually for my degree, and then rafiki yangu alikuwa na kamera, just picked it up, nikaanza kupiga picha, and I think there was just something interesting about it. And from then on I started trying more and more, so nilikuwa na borrow from huyo jamaa frequently. Sio mchoyo, yeah. So alikuwa analipa, nilikuwa najaribu mpaka ikafika point ile sasa, yani nataka ni when you learn something and then you want to become really good at it, because now you're frustrated that okay, how come huyu mtu mwingine picha zake hivi, mbona za kwangu hazitoki hivyo? Then I think that kind of like inspired me to start learning a little bit more. Ikafika point kwamba naanza kufanya picha za watu, so nikaanza kutengeneza. Mwanzoni nilikuwa sio natengeneza, lakini ilikuwa ni ile kwamba napiga picha alafu people started reaching out, nikaona okay, so then maybe I can charge.
Nice.
At the time nilikuwa sitengenezi hela yote kwa sababu visa ya Malaysia huwezi kufanya kazi. So unakuta kwamba upo kule unasubiri hela ya wazazi, nikasema okay, basi subiri nianze kutengeneza hela, so nikaanza kutengeneza hela hivyo, and then from then on nikaanza kupush while I was in university, nikakuza hiyo biashara yangu. So by the time nilikuwa narudi tayari nilikuwa nimeshatengeneza social media presence yangu, kwa sababu at that time ilikuwa ni 2011. Nice. Na Malaysia ilikuwa ndio ina the most users in Facebook. So at that time Tanzania bado ndio tulikuwa tunaanza. So by the time nilikuwa nimekuja nilikuwa tayari nipo very active kwenye hizo platforms, so nikaweza kukuza biashara yangu. That's like that.
Really
yeah.
dope.
So
2011 I was
yeah.
at Form 2 I think.
So that's when I started, and then I've evolved, so now it's like 2016 years, miaka 16 nimefanya hii kazi ya kupiga picha na film. Who am I? I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still learning about myself. So when naongea na your partner here, so she does a lot of psychologist. So it's something that's very interesting. Sababu mke wangu pia is a psychologist.
I followed her
so
Instagram. It's really also a good job.
That's nice. I'll let her know. So I'm still trying to figure that out, because recently nimekuwa mzazi na nimekuwa mume, so hivyo vitu pia vinabadilisha. Asante.
Nimesikia amekuwa mume na amekuwa mzazi.
So vinabadilisha yani mawazo yako ya identity yako, kwa sababu mwanzoni upo solo, wewe ni mtoto wa mtu, then after that unaanza kuwa sasa mwenye familia, lazima ujielewe. Sasa ndio nipo kwenye hiyo process ya figuring myself out at this stage of my life. Yeah.
Speaking about figuring it out, umeongelea point moja nzuri sana, ambapo nadhani pia hata na mimi I have to keep it on my to-do list. Naweza nikasema kwa sababu gani? Hata kwenye the last podcast we did, kuna mtu alicomment akisema you're supposed to get married and you too. Like it's okay, it's a matter of journey and stuff like that. Una advice gani through?
Oh, you're supposed to?
You're supposed to get married.
To get married. Kuna topic tuliongelea, alafu it's all about marriages and stuff. So tukasema mtu akasema you're supposed to get married too. So I was like, I wanted to answer kwamba marriage is a certain thing whereby you have to get the right person, someone who can click.
I think that's really true, kupata mtu uliokuwa unaelewana, but I think the challenge ya kwanza ni learning about yourself.
True.
Kwa sababu unakuta kwamba kwenye what marriage kind of unveils or like inatuonesha ni unajua, mimi nikija hapa naweza kwamba hii inaweza kuwa ni act yote, right?
Yeah, true.
Lakini ukiwepo na mtu nyumbani ni atakuona ukiwa in your best na ukiwa in your worst. Sasa if you don't know how to manage yourself in your worst and you haven't learned yourself, yani you end up creating a very toxic environment for any person you're going to be with. So mimi before marrying my partner nilikuwa tayari nimesha date long relationships, so those relationships allowed me to kind of understand myself a lot, the bad, the good. So when I met my wife at the time, nikaweza yani tulikuwa tumeshaelewa kwamba kuna vitu vilikuwa ni trauma, tuna mabegi tulikuwa tunayabeba kutoka like previous relationships. So we were more empathetic to each other, which is sometimes hard. So kama huyo jamaa kwangu kwambia yani uoe, yani mimi I'm very cautious about kufuata blueprints za watu wengine, blueprints ya society, kwa sababu unakuta kwamba it doesn't work kwa kila mtu. A majority of the time it doesn't work for 80% of the people. Lakini unakuta we suck it up. Yani you just push through even though it's very tough. Yeah. Or it doesn't work.
What made you choose photography and filmmaking as your main voice?
Photography, I didn't choose it. You see, so the reason why I'm saying like right now najitafuta ni kwamba like for a long period of time photography has been ilianza kama passion and then it quickly evolved to a business. Since I've been doing it for such a long time, so I've reached a point whereby like I'm trying to understand what is my voice or what am I trying to communicate with my images. It's not fulfilling anymore kufanya biashara ya kupiga picha na kutengeneza hela. Sasa hivi nataka kuna maswali nilikuwa nataka niyajibu through my images, and I think that's the stage that I'm in right now. So I've actually stopped doing filmmaking for clients. Sasa hivi nimerudi kwamba kufanya tu picha, so nipate muda, kwa sababu last year was quite intense in terms of mimi na malengo yangu. I think nililenga very far. So nikajikuta kwamba nipo kwenye state ya burnout na anxiety. Sijachelewa, lakini unakuta kwamba yani you want something so much that you go for it too aggressively. Even when you get it, you end up realizing it's not as enjoyable. The journey was not enjoyable. So nipo kwenye process ya kupunguza, so niweze kujua vitu gani na vijenga zaidi with more importance rather than nilivyokuwa nafanya before. So it just came to me, and then now I'm kind of like figuring it out. So
nice.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your style of visual storytelling?
My visual storytelling style is, I think as a photographer I try to just, whatever captures my eye first, like what I see, like what's true, I'm always trying to capture it, and I'm always trying to document, I think, Africa in a way whereby watu wengi don't expect it to look like, especially internationally, kwa sababu as you know our streets how they are, yani vitu vingi. So
creative.
That's
and smart, because I've checked
He's my mentor.
I've checked his Instagram and I was like, Mungu wangu, kuna watu wanapiga picha kama hizi na wanakaa Tanzania.
Let me brief something. It's not that I'm saying you're my mentor. No.
Yes.
You are a lot of people
mentors.
Perhaps sometimes it's so hard to view it in a certain way, but to be honest, there are a lot of people, they look up to you. And they get something. Like me, I remember way back in I never told you this, but in 2015 there's one of my kind of like a brother I can call. He does photography for wedding. I think you know him. So the guy, he told me, do you know Osse? At that time I was like, Osse? No. I can remember, don't worry. When he comes here, because I remember that time you're doing wedding too.
Yes, I was doing weddings.
So he told me, you need to see him, because whatever you do, it's aligned with him. So if you see him, he might be advising you more throughout what you're pursuing. And I remember it's almost like 2 years or 1 year and a half since you came to my studio and
yes,
you did a tour. It was really, really nice, man. And I
that was good.
That was good. Just something else.
I was so excited to tunafanya podcast na Osse. I was like, I told everybody like, mnamjua Osse ni.
Asante.
So I was so excited.
I think mwanzoni, or like now, I'm trying to see it in a positive way. I think I've always been yule mtu alikuwa kwamba ndio watu labda wanapenda kazi au wana learn something from me, au unakutana na mtu mtaani anakuambia hey bro nini. Sasa nimekuwa mtu wa kwamba yani kama na push you down, yani kwamba sitaki ku acknowledge kwamba nafanya impact, but I think yani inafika point whereby I do want to make an impact. Unajua yani before ilikuwa kwamba I'm doing stuff and if it does an impact or not, sawa. Lakini sasa hivi nipo kwenye ile stage kwenye maisha yangu whereby like I want to provide a big impact, niweze kusaidia watu wengine waweze evolve, waweze kukuza biashara yao, waweze to learn like, kwa sababu unakuta kwamba if hatujaweza communicate, we're not able to communicate vizuri.
True.
Our stories, unakuta kwamba watu wengine watakuja communicate for us, and a lot of times they show it in a way whereby sio yani uhalisia.
Yeah, it's not positive. They portray in a different way.
Yeah. And I think watu wanasema kwamba yani wanasemaga wasanii, and I think wanaongea kuhusu musicians as vioo vya jamii, but you realize that like visual artists and wapiga picha na filmmakers are even more vioo, kwa sababu you're actually showing.
You're really portraying the society.
Yeah. True. Like you show the society, especially like I find it competitive sometimes in Tanzania. Like thinking out of the box that I'm making a certain move throughout here. Like I'm shooting a certain video outdoor. How does the society perceive that moment? I feel like ile thing ambayo nayo katika our mindset, maybe people, they're just taking me like for granted, au wanachukuliaje, but you can imagine, it's so funny, once you click publish, you have 10 views. Like I saw it on Gary V, aliongelea kitu asema, if you have 10 views, 10 views, it's 10 people. You bring 10 people here, it's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Exactly.
20 views, it's a lot of them. 50 views, it's a lot of them. So
it's the psychology of I think achievement. Yani unakuta kwamba watu wengi wanadhani kwamba the achievement is getting the, let's say, YouTube plaque, right? Lakini unakuta saa nyingine the achievement is just showing up for yourself.
Exactly.
So,
and how passionate you are about your craft.
Yeah, it's true.
When you're on your projects, do you plan shots or let's moment guide you?
Both. So nakuaga na kama mood board na prepare, alafu sasa hivi what I've tried to change mwaka uliopita ni ile kwamba nakuwa naenda at least siku moja kabla ya shoot, kwa sababu before ilikuwa kwamba na arrive afu shoot inaanza. Sasa hivi najaribu kubadilisha kwamba na arrive, na hiyo hata kama arrive asubuhi najicontrol kwamba sipigi picha zote, yani na I take it in kwanza, nione kama hiyo camp ilivyokuwa inaonekana, mwanga unafanyaje, alafu the next nianze kupiga picha. So inanipa kama a pre-production day. Lakini mood board inasaidia kunipa kama mwelekezo kidogo nitafanyaje kwenye shoot.
Project from your portfolio means the most to you and why?
Means the most?
Yeah. To you and why?
I don't. There's only one image I think, like I shot of my son and me, like in Lake Chala. It was like a drone shot, and then he was on top of me, and like it was like this, like nice. Red rock. So that image means a lot to me, kwa sababu nitakuonesha kwa sababu hiyo ndo like it's a memory that like I will hold on to a long period of time. I think kazi za wateja, they come and go. It's I think once you become an artist and you start after the survival, uweze kusurvive maisha.
Sure.
There's another stage of kuwa an artist, which is what
you.
I'm at that stage now whereby, so I believe the next works that I'm going to be doing, the next work that I will be doing is going to be what I'm going to be most proud of. So,
nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, not the client work.
Yeah,
my work.
That's like you're creating a certain memory throughout the content creation.
Yeah.
How you perceive it.
Yeah.
I remember in a couple of almost like 3 to 4 months we met.
Yes.
I told you, bro, why are you not pushing on YouTube? You remember?
Yes.
You told me, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Something is coming.
Yeah.
And I keep on pushing it. I keep on doing, bro, we're waiting.
Yeah.
So the reason why actually nimefanya hivyo ni kwa sababu you get a family and then you want to take care of them, so unaanza ku add as many things as possible. Sasa not only involving, lakini unakuta kwamba yani unachukua kazi zote zoko zinakuja.
True.
Sasa before singekuwa solo, then I could invest a lot of time kwenye hizi YouTube videos zangu. Sasa hivi tumeanza kupata ile balance na nimeanza kuelewa kwamba I don't need so much money. I don't need to, there's a balance to it. Naweza kutengeneza hela hii hapa, alafu nisema okay, mwezi huu nafanya vitu vangu, alafu like I have to balance helps, kwa sababu hata pia upate your burnout, kwa sababu unakuwa unafanya vitu that ni za wateja, na vitu vingine vilikuwa vinakufulfill wewe.
Exactly.
Right? So inakupa kidogo ile balance ya kwamba to keep the momentum. Kwa sababu ukiendelea tu it's not fun, man. When you're outside of something and you want it, when you get it, you see the pros and the cons, right?
Kijiweni Refresh, where the vibe is the best. Tech and life we confess. Well,